Today I'm making the log cabin and I'm getting this ready for our class tomorrow. So I thought I'd do a little video to show you how it goes together. I have a little bit of it together. So the center here is black. There's lots of different centers that can go in a log cabin. There's usually red, which symbolizes a fire in the fireplace. I've also heard yellow as a light or a beacon to find your way home. The black one shows you, let's see, it tells us here in this book that we're following for our class. It's the Underground Railroad Sampler by Eleanor Burns and Sue Bouchard. I think that's how you say her name. So the log cabin block is the 5th quilt in the secret code as revealed by Ozella McDaniel Williams. The block may have indicated there was a specific log cabin in Cleveland that was a safe house. Research did not uncover it, but after all, it was a long time ago and it may have deteriorated. It also may have directed runaways to build a log cabin to weather out winter and establish permanent residency in a free area. The usual center color of the block was red, representing the hearth or fire of the cabin, like I just said. Gladys Marie Fry, in Stitched from the Soul, suggested a log cabin quilt with a black center hanging in front of a house indicated it was a safe house. So that's why we're using the black. A yellow center indicated a light or beacon in the wilderness. William Lloyd Still, famous Black Underground Railroad conductor, had a log cabin quilt with a yellow center in his Philadelphia family home. So far our class is going really well. Everyone's having a lot of fun. And I believe this is the 6th block that we've made so far. There'll be 15 in all and a 16th one that will tell us the story of the Underground Railroad. So the way you make this is you just sew and flip and sew and flip and sew and flip. You don't have to keep ironing. So I am going to keep going here and show you how it works. Okay, so the black is the center. This one goes next, and then this one, and then this one, and it just keeps going around and around. So the next piece is going to go right here. And I have all my pieces laid out over here nicely, so it'll make it go a lot smoother and easier. So here we go. Then you're just going to finger press it out. Sometimes you have to push it a couple times, and then I always flip this one that we just sewed on to the bottom so I know which piece goes next. So I'm going to do another purple one on this side, and then I'll flip it back around to sew it. Line it up here real nice. The log cabin is one of my favorite blocks. This is one that my grandma taught me when I was learning how to quilt when I was about 14. It's probably one of the blocks that I did well. The other ones I don't think I did so well on. Okay, so then we just open it, iron it down with our fingers. Then once the block is all done, we'll give it a good press and square it up. We're going to rotate that and do another color. So I've got another background piece, this cream color. Line it up. Sometimes you have to fudge it over a little bit just to get it where you want it to go. And I'm doing a 1/4 inch stitch on this. I'm going to press it open. Flip it so it's facing me on the bottom. And then I know where my next one's going to go on the side here. Okay, I'll keep doing this and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, I've got my block all done and I'm ready to press it. So we're going to press from the inside out. I like to use steam because it seems like I get better seams that way and things lie flatter. Lots of quilters don't like to use steam because it stretches the fabric. I just be super careful with that and try not to stretch it as I'm ironing. Once in a while I'll use some starch too if I really need a nice crisp block. Makes it easier when you get to the free motioning stage. Okay, looks good. And now we square it up. So our blocks are all measuring 12.5 inches by 12.5 inches. So I'm going to try to line up the 6 1/4 inch mark with the 6 1/4 inch mark right in the center. And then I'll trim all of that up. Without trying to move the ruler. Okay. And there's our finished block. This is the log cabin, and I'll show you a couple of the others we made. This one is Crossroads, and the wagon wheel. This one was all applique. This is the basket, monkey wrench, and a very thready Underground Railroad. So that's what we've made so far. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for classes. We'll be starting this class again in February, and we'd love to have you join us. Thanks. See you later.